Okay. Hey. What's
Hello,
up?
everyone.
Hey, everybody. Okay, which background do we want? Do we want the purple rain, or do we want, or do we want bubbles? This one.
I don't
I don't
know.
know. I don't know. What
I
is
think
up,
I like
sir?
the other one better. I don't know.
You like the purple one better?
I think the purple rain one.
Purple rain. All right. What is up, OFP Nation? It is
Hello.
Tuesday, October 1st. We are a day behind. We're sorry about that. I was a little sick and under the weather. But we're happy to be back today. And yeah, Forex Focus, where we talk all about mastering the art of trading with a strong mindset. Today is what episode is it, Andrea?
Today we are doing our episode number 13. So
Episode
our
number
13th episode.
13. And we're
Yes.
talking all about Barry, do you remember what we're talking about today?
Um, yeah, I should think so. Routine for traders, I guess.
Trading
Trading routines.
routine.
Mm-hmm.
Trading
Yes.
routine. It's our homie Akeem from the state of Georgia in the house.
Hello. Hello,
Hello,
Akeem. Thanks for being
Akeem.
here.
How are you today, sir?
Thanks
And
for tuning in.
Agostinho. Hello,
Hello,
Agostinho.
Agostinho.
Hello, hello.
Thank you for being here as usual. We really appreciate it. And
Agostinho is asking, am I okay? I am still sick, but I am a little better than what I was yesterday. So, yes, I'm feeling a little better. So, thank you so much for asking. And hello, hello. How do you say your name? Is it? I
No,
don't.
I want to try because I don't want to make a mistake.
Barry,
So
do you
yeah.
want to try? Do you want to try? Is it Sakling? 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 I don't know. I'm so sorry if I said your name wrong.
Yeah, it should be Sackley.
All right. And then we have, it's been a hectic couple of days here in Atlanta. Hey, so Akeem, you are in ATL. Oh
And
boy.
he's close to you because he's in the States. So
Yeah, I know everybody else is all around the world. You guys are all around the
Mhm.
world, but I love it. I love that we are all around the world. All
Yeah,
right,
me too.
everyone. Happy to be here. Okay, so E-Force, where are you from? I can't remember.
Thank you for tuning in, guys.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
We're just chit-chatting with you guys for a second before we dive into the topic. Of course, we don't want to go too long before we dive into the topic, but of course, we love talking with you guys. So we like to give everybody a minute to get in here.
Yeah.
If you missed it, we are episode 13 today. We're going to be talking about trading routines. Oh boy.
Yes. And as usual, I'm going to ask some questions to both of you guys. So I hope you are ready. Are you
Perfect.
ready?
I am ready. Estoy lista.
Perfect.
Estoy lista. Barry, are you listo?
Are you listo?
Yes, soy listo.
Muy bien.
Muy
Bravo.
bien. Very
Perfect.
good.
So, shall we begin? I think we should begin with some questions for
Yes,
you.
let's dive right in, guys. Let's dive into the topic and let's talk about trading
All right.
routines.
Okay, so let's jump right in. So, the first question that I have for you guys regarding today's topic is, what is the biggest challenge you've faced in developing a consistent trading routine?
Hmm.
Whoever wants to go first.
Well, in developing it,
Yes.
I mean, I think, well, if I think from the perspective of like a newbie trader, just
Mhm.
not knowing what goes in to a trading routine, like what does that even mean?
Right.
What does that even look like? So, and a lot of times, I mean, when I was first starting out with trading, I didn't really realize how important or how instrumental that could be to so many things, to so many things. So, yeah, just I guess in developing one, just not knowing where to begin, I would say it was the biggest challenge. But in just general, the biggest challenge when it comes to a trading plan, in my personal opinion, is just sticking to it.
Right. Yeah,
Actually,
like consistency, let's
yeah,
say.
I don't know what Barry's thoughts are though on that.
Yeah, there are many challenges when you're starting out because first of all, you need to know your basics, everything like that. Then from there, you have to formulate a strategy that fits your lifestyle, I can say, or personality. So, yeah, then from there, you need to be consistent with it. Most things don't start off overnight and you're just like, oh, I'm gonna have a trading plan, boom, and I'll be waking up at 9, making sure I trade at this and this and moment. And again, life happens. So yeah, it's not gonna happen overnight. It will take days, weeks, months, but it will, I guess, foster in you to like remain, it will become something that is like second nature, I can say. So but yeah, it does take time to be consistent, I would say. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that those
So
are my thoughts. Yeah.
consistency, we can say that consistency is the biggest challenge someone can experience when they want to develop a trading routine,
Hmm.
which is, it makes sense. Okay. So if anyone in the chat has struggled with the same issue, please let us know in the comments. And okay, so continuing with the questions, how has a structured trading routine help you guys improve your focus and discipline as a trader?
Okay, let me think about that.
So just ask me the question again. I didn't
Yes,
quite get it.
like how this structured routine has helped you in your like focusing on your discipline and your discipline, sorry, as a trader.
Okay. All right. Well, I would say there are two ways you can look at it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's okay, let me just maybe start off with my journey and say, yeah, there were times like specific times I'll make sure I'm on my trading screen, like when the market is moving. So when you like stick to a particular time, take a certain amount of pips from the market, and you get out by a specific time, make sure you follow all your rules. Yeah, that kind of brings up some discipline. That even just flows into other areas of your life, I can say. Because if you are consistent with your plan, you automatically start to do all those other things also in the rest of your life so that nothing else suffers. So that also tends to discipline because from consistency, you become this person who's like everybody will say, yeah, he's disciplined. He makes sure he stays on his computer at a certain specific time, takes a certain amount of pips. When he has gotten his profits, he shuts down his computer and goes and enjoy the rest of the day. Something like that. Yeah, that will come after the whole consistency part. So yeah, that's how I think it can help you be disciplined. Yeah. I don't know
Okay.
about you, Ria.
Yeah, you are muted.
My bad.
Anyway,
Okay, I'm back. Okay. I
thank
think for
you.
me, can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me clearly?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Um, I think for me is just the benefit of having a checklist, having something to tell me what I need to do and just kind of just like looking at it and being like, "Oh, okay, yep, okay. Nope, I don't see that. I don't I see this, but I don't see that." So, I guess it just helps to kind of have a checklist to kind of go down and just make sure that everything is is going according to my list before making any decisions. I just find that helpful personally. I don't know. I'm the kind of person who likes to write my daily to-dos, on a piece of paper or on a post-it note. That's me. So if that works for me, it definitely works in trading for sure too.
And it makes sense because, like Barry said, and like you, Rhea, said, like I think, like order in everything that you do makes everything better. So it is really important in this as a work as a trader to have a routine, a specific routine, to like improve your or keep consistency in your discipline, and like in the future, a lot of success. Let's say, and let's hope always, right? So
Definitely. Akeem shared that whenever he steps outside of his trading plan, he pays for it. Don't we all? Don't
yeah,
we all pay for it?
yeah. Okay, thank you so much for sharing your comment. And I see a lot of comments in the chat. Yeah, Akin says also like it's like a reassurance. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, heavily. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for commenting. You are muted again, Rhea. Yeah.
I didn't
I
have
don't
nothing to
know.
say. It was
Yes.
just all in my facial expressions.
Yes. You didn't need to be, like to have sound, but we understood. Okay. Continuing with the questions, guys. I don't know if any of you have a personal story about how a lack of routine has impacted negatively in your trading performance. If you want to share any negative experiences or stories.
I mean, I didn't make money for years. What about you, Barry?
Well, yeah, that's true. You don't make money when you're not following your trading routine. That's all I can say. And you actually lose more money when you're not following. Because like if you're following and then like maybe you're in a losing streak, you lose less money, I would say. So yeah. If you have like specific parameters, oh, I risk 1%, 2% maximum, and you follow that, I do believe your account can even like survive a couple of months, even a year. But then if you're not following that, then you're gonna be in that 90 rule where 90% of traders lose 90% of their capital in 90 days. So I think that's the downside of not following your trading routine. If I have to like give a personal experience of that, yeah, well, there are many, I would say, because there were certain things that I would do, sometimes not follow. Like maybe today I would say, oh, I'm gonna trade news. Next thing, oh, I'm gonna use maybe Ichimoku. Oh, the next thing, Bollinger Bands, you name it. Like I was just all over the place. So if you're all over the place, your mind is confused, then your trading account will also be confused. Like you see it in your PNL, like, okay, one day you're up, the next day you're down. What's going on? So yeah, those are the drastic effects of not actually following a trading routine. And I guess also strategy hopping from one to another. Yeah.
Right. So, in conclusion, we can say that it's really, really important to have a trading routine to keep consistency and discipline. So, now, continuing with the second part of my questions, and like it has to do a lot with this. So, about the steps to develop a personalized routine, because maybe your routine, Rhea, is not the same as Barry's routine or any other trader. So, but I wanted to hear from you guys about what do you think about, like, what are the key components of a successful trading routine from your own point of
Um,
view?
yeah, so there's a few things that I think about when it comes to kind of putting together a trading plan or routine. Um, I think it's important to know what kind of trader you are. But like for me, the first things I think about is, okay, what instruments am I going to be trading? So what's my watch list? And this personally, I think the smaller you keep your watch list, the better. So what instruments am I going to be trading? What time of day am I going to be trading? And that typically has a lot to do, like Barry was saying, with your life, right? Maybe you work in the morning, but you can't trade in the morning, but you can trade in the evening, type of thing. So what instruments am I trading? What time of day am I trading? Then you start getting into, what is my daily risk gonna be? If I lose this much today, I'm done. Like I'm done trading for the day, or if I lose this much for the week, I'm done. I'm closing up shop. We'll come back next week or we'll come back tomorrow, and then you get to the part that is more so like your actual trading plan or strategy, in the sense where it's like, okay, what's your entry signal, or what are your entry signals? For me, it's more than just one thing. For me, it's like 3 or 4 things that I need to see before I enter. you know what are my exit signals? How do I know when to get out of a trade? um so these are just a few things. I want to know what instruments I'm trading. I want to know what time of day I'm trading. I want to know what my daily risk is going to be. That tells me I'm done if I hit it. I want to know, what do I need to see? That tells me, okay, it's time to execute. And no matter what, I execute, right? No matter what. If all my checks are hit, I'm executing. Okay. Um, you know, how am I getting out? So those are some of the things that I think about. Barry, I don't know about you.
Yeah, I liked what you talked about, the whole watch list thingy. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
quite important. Like you need to tailor it to just a few pairs, commodities, or instruments, whichever, and stick to that till you, I don't know, like you sort of even like know, like, okay, this thing is gonna go up, this thing is gonna go down. Yeah, like I don't know. I just actually reminds me of what Augustino told me the other day. It was like, oh, you say God is gonna go here and it obeyed and everything like that. No, it didn't obey me. It's because I've seen such happen a few times to know this could be a trading opportunity. Yeah. So I think one of the biggest things is like showing up, checking out the markets, seeing what's happening, even when you're not trading. So yeah, that's my take. But yeah, obviously what Ria said is also important. Yeah, knowing when to cut your losses for the day and
Mm-hmm.
so forth. Yeah.
Akeem has a really great question, and that is, do you guys have a trading routine setup sheet? Something that can be filled in depending on the trader, but still give a sense of guidance. To answer that, no, we actually don't, that I know of. Or do we?
Wait, question is,
Do we,
uh,
Barry?
huh?
Do we
You,
have
you,
do we have a
yeah,
trading routine sheet?
trading routine sheet, not really, but I don't know if I can call it that, but it's just something that I track everything that's going on. So
We can make you
if I
one.
know the
We can make
loss,
right, Barry. We can make one.
Yeah.
yeah, we
We
can.
can make one. We can make one because
Mhm.
that's a really great idea. So that's something we can definitely talk about as a resource for you guys. Um, thank you for sharing that and asking that question. eForce has said, I have a sound strategy. I have days to trade and times to trade. I have some specific instruments to trade. I have each lot size to trade depending on the kind of setup. Um, I think that's awesome. That's really great that you have those kind of guidelines set for yourself. So definitely the trick is really just staying consistent with those guidelines for sure.
Thank you so much for your comments, guys. We really love when you share your own experiences and thoughts. And yeah, so remember to keep watching this episode because at the end of all my questions, you can still answer all the questions that you want. So continuing with this section about steps to develop a personalized trading routine.
What was that, Andy? Did she freeze? Are you there? She
I think she froze.
froze. You froze,
I'm
but she
here.
back. She back. Ah, dang. For
Sorry,
a minute,
guys.
we would have given you the Jeopardy song, Andy.
No, but I'm here. I, I'm here. I'm here. Sorry about that, guys. But I was asking about what's the importance of having. Okay, it's important now. We know that it is important to have a structure with your trading routine. But how can we balance the need for a structure with the importance for flexibility?
Okay. That sounds like a complicated question for me
Is
right
it?
now. You know
Is
what's
it?
so great about this? Everything here is raw, everyone. So like it's not scripted whatsoever. So
Yeah.
when she's asking us these questions, we gotta think. So yeah.
But if you want to answer that, you can also answer that, guys, for anyone watching.
Can I phone a friend? Akeem.
We,
Bring, bring,
we,
bring, bring. No, just kidding.
these are the questions that I prepared for you guys. So sorry
Yeah.
if it's too tricky.
How can a trader balance the need for structure with the importance of flexibility? Can we skip it?
We can. If
Can we
you
skip
don't feel
it?
ready
I
to
need to
answer
think about that some more because I don't know.
that, okay. Do you want to skip it to Barry?
Okay. So what kind of structure? Like, um, do you mean like where somebody makes goals like, oh, I need to make 10,
Mm-hmm.
20%?
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean that like when you have a specific plan or when you have a specific routine or your for any goals to meet. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay. Okay. One thing I have noticed about the market is it can give you what it can give. Like it's not up to you to force it and be like, oh, today you gotta make me 10%. No, it will not work that way.
Mm-hmm.
But you also just need to be one realistic and be ready for whatever outcome will come from it. So of course you have structure, you have goals. Let's just like put it real simple. Let's say your goal is to make 100% for the year, and you have seen many trading opportunities whatsoever. So flexibility in that is probably entering the market when the opportunity is there, you enter it, and you make sure you go through with the whole trade rather than cutting your profits short or getting out of a trade because you feel that it's not going in your favor right there and then. So those are some things you also need to think about. You can have the goals there, but take it one step at a time, I can say. Yeah, do not um try and be overly perfect. Yes. So there's just like our lives, like which we have on Wednesday and Sunday. You can find that a move has happened, like where your entry was maybe, let's say on gold was like at 1,500. That's where your entry had to be. Then the market has gone all the way down to 1,550. So of course your goal was like, okay, if you have like your risk and reward, you have 1%, you're risking 1% to make 4%. So you're now down to 3%, maybe like a 1 to 3. That's still fine. You just need to follow through with that, go with it. At the same time, just sticking to your goal. Like, okay, at the end of this all, I've missed this opportunity. You can either skip it or you can still enter into it. So you need to be flexible in that way, I can say as well. Yeah. So but it just goes deep. It goes deeper and deeper. So
Yeah.
I think I'll leave the
Mhm.
floor here right now. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, Barry.
I think those are great thoughts, Barry.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I love that. Those are really great thoughts.
Yes. Thank you so
Definitely.
much. So Akim says patience for 200. And I think it depends on the trader and their psychological practices. Definitely. Yeah. Okay, so now that you mentioned this, Akim, how has a routine helped you guys develop a more positive trading mindset?
Hmm. Um, I guess it just helps kind of remove like room for like anxiety,
Okay.
about what to do because you already have it laid out and clear for yourself. Um, so I don't know, at least for me, it does. Um, Barry, what do you think?
Mm, what help? What was the question, please?
How has this routine, your routines, your specific routine has helped you develop a more positive trading mindset?
Okay. Well, the trading routine, okay, I would say it's like a trading plan, everything like that. But then you do have those moments where you are following everything and yada yada. The only thing that can help you probably maintain your positivity, okay, not only thing, one of the things that can help you maintain your positivity is back testing, I believe. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it certainly helps a lot, especially if you go back a few years rather than just back testing 1, 2 years. If you go 5, 10 years and you can see, okay, the system has survived during all those times, you have that positive mindset. Okay, maybe my second, third may actually go my way. And also, if you just, I know comparing is bad, but comparing to the good things is also good. Like you can just be like, okay, let's look at the S&P 500. How has it performed? If I beat the S&P 500, great. Yeah, those type of things. Yeah, so if you definitely beat the S&P 500, that's 100. Those I think are good benchmarks you can compare yourself to
Mm-hmm.
and say, okay, I should be positive. I'm up this year compared to other people who have just parked their money in as 100. Yeah. Or certain stocks. I'm not going to mention, but yes.
Okay, no
Yeah.
worries. Perfect. So, in a moment, we will read all of the comments that are in the chat. But for my last question that I have for you, what advice would you give to a new trader who is struggling to establish a routine?
That's the question to both of us.
Yes.
Okay. Um, well, if as the trader is struggling to establish a routine, I would say yes, it's not easy, but you can get there. You just need to
Mhm.
take the step. You don't need to wait for all the stars to align. No, you just need to do what you can. It can start first with journaling, I can say. Like when you start to journal your trades, everything like that, you took the loss and everything. Then like I think it was Akim was talking about the routine sheet. Yeah, you can create your own routine sheet, point out a few things that you need to be doing, like, oh, if I checked Forex Factory today, what are some major events I need to to watch out for in case it can impact my trading. That's like one of the smallest things you can do. Then again, yeah, it can even be making sure that your stop losses are set. Some people forget to put their stop losses, so those are just small things. Like start with a small thing, so you then from there you can build up to bigger things that can help your routine even be more and more solid and well structured. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Akeem shared find a community.
Yes,
Uh,
we've
which
talked about that on a previous episode, the importance of having a community.
community is everything in trading. If it were not for community, I probably would not still be here. My community is the reason why I found the strength and to persevere when it got hard.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they're the reason why I didn't quit, you know. And I kept pushing and I keep pushing to this day. So that's everything. But I definitely love what Barry said, you know, just kind of starting small and building up. You know, your daily routine with your trading will kind of give you clues to how you can craft, how you can start crafting your trading routine. Oh, we appreciate you, Akib. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, those were my questions. So if anyone in the chat has any other questions for Barry or for Rhea, this is the time. So yeah, please go ahead. Don't be shy.
We do. I'm looking at the comments here. You guys have some really great thoughts. So here's something. E4 says you mustn't trade all the time. Allow your routine to be full and follow it religiously. Forex trading is like waiting in train stations. Hey, E4s. I said that last week. What did I say last week? Does anybody remember?
I do.
Barry, what did I say last week, Barry?
You say trading opportunities are like buses. You can miss
Yes.
one, another one will come.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Miss
Yeah.
one, next 15 one coming. Hey.
There's
All
going to
right.
be another one the next day.
Yep. Oh, okay. So Akeem says he said you did. He said, I need help with stop loss because as we've seen, I set my stop losses too short and get knocked out of good trades. Ooh. You are not the first Akeem to deal with that, and you most certainly will not be the last trader to deal with that.
Yep. We
um,
talked about this.
okay, so a lot of how I set my stop loss, and also Barry could probably relate, is based off market structure. Um, Barry, would you agree that that's how you kind of set things up?
Yeah, like the previous resistance, previous support can be great areas to set your stop loss. Even like on smaller time frames, like if you look into smaller time frames, there's always going to be like a resistance or support level, unless the market just like shot up real quick or shot down real quick. Then those support levels, you see the exact same ones on the higher time frames. But overall, yeah, putting them on the previous support and
It also
resistance.
too depends as well, I would say, Akeem, on the kind of trader you are, because Barry and I, we work a lot on the higher time frames. So because we execute our trades on the higher time frames, we tend to have, well, I don't know, me, especially as a swing trader, I tend to have bigger stop losses to give room for the trade to swing. So my stop losses are anywhere from 150 to like 200 pips. I think I recently entered a trade where my stop loss was 400 pips, but I was going for 1200 pip gain. So, but when you're on a smaller time frame, things are moving a lot differently and a lot quicker and in a short period of time. So there are those who might argue and say, you're either right or you're wrong, especially when you're on the shorter time frames. I would say if you have like any like pictures of like your setups or anything like that, feel free to share them with me and Barry if you want, and we could take a look and see if we see anything that we can kind of advise on. We'd be happy to do that. I mean, I'd be happy to do that. I'm sorry, Barry, I'm volunteering you.
Yeah, well.
No, I'm not
as
saying
long as you're okay with it, Barry.
I'm not saying
Yes.
I'm not saying that,
No,
Aki.
Ria,
Yeah.
you can send him over to me when he sends to you. And then you'll be like, "Yeah, what do you think?"
I definitely will ask Barry. Be like, Barry, what? But
Mhm.
I'm a higher time frame trader. Akeem, I'm not saying that's what you need to do, because if you're a day trader, then it would make more sense for you to set your stop loss on those lower time frames. So it just depends on the kind of trader you are. However, market structure is market structure. It doesn't matter what time frame it's on. Structure is always going to do what it's going to do on every single time frame. The only difference is the higher the time frame, the longer it takes for it to do something, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Did that make sense, Barry?
Yeah, a little.
That makes sense.
I think it did make sense.
The higher the time frame, the longer it's going to take for structure to
Oh, yes.
complete a
Mhm.
movement. Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, great. He says that makes sense.
Yeah, perfect.
Perfect. So if you're operating your trades and you're executing your trades on a lower time frame, that's great. You just got to be able, whatever. We'll talk about it. Take a little screenshot of your little setups. We want to see what those look like, my friend. All right. Any more questions? Andrea's probably ready for dinner, right? Right, Andrea? ¿Tienes hambre?
Un poquito.
Un poquito. Yeah.
But I can still be here with you guys.
Yeah.
If anyone has any other questions.
I could go for some soup right now, guys. Some chicken soup.
Some
pozole.
Mexican food always.
Always.
Akeem says I'll send them in the Discord for sure.
We look forward to it, friend.
Okay. If there's okay, he says thank you all so much. It's always a pleasure. Thank you for being here, Akeem. We always are happy all of you here with us, chatting and just like talking about all of the things that we talk about.
¿De dónde eres, Andrea?
De México.
México.
México. Hola.
Hola.
Hello. Hello, El Munita. Where are you from?
Where's Rhea from?
Tell everybody where you're from.
I'm Puerto Rican, American, Puerto Rican. I'm
Puerto Latina.
I'm Puerto Rican. Yeah. Yep. My family is from La Isla de Puerto Rico.
Love it. I would love to go there. Desde Chile.
Saludos desde Chile.
Hola.
Hi, Chile.
Atlanta.
Atlanta, we know we love you, Atlanta. We love Atlanta.
Well, thank you so much, guys, for being here with us and for commenting and interacting and engaging with us. We are really happy to have you all here, as always.
And no, Akeem, I'm not from Atlanta. I'm from Wisconsin. The frozen tundra, baby. Chicagoland area. All right. Packer fan, not a Bears fan. Just had to throw that in there. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. We have so much love for our OFP family, and we'll see you guys next week. If you haven't done so already, make sure you give this a big thumbs up, hit that notification bell just so that you can be notified as soon as we go live. And anything else, Andy?
Yes, and always remember, guys, lastly, stay sharp, keep a winning mindset, and remember that with Forex Focus, success is just one trade away. Thank you so much for being here, guys, and see you next week.
See you guys next week. Ciao.
Bye. Ciao.